Dealing with rejection in dating sucks, but it is just super common part of the process. It's just part of it. Not every connection or potential partner is going to work out. It can't. That's okay. Here are some tips for learning to handle it, which you absolutely can get better at this. The first is to try to understand that because someone isn't interested in you doesn't mean that something's wrong with you. People have diverse tastes and preferences, and you're not going to fit everybody's, you're not going to check every box, just like every person doesn't check every box for you. So you can't let that define your self-worth. Otherwise, if you try to do that, you're just going to be chasing people's approval all the time, and that's an unwinnable race. It's okay to allow yourself to feel crappy or disappointed or sad if you've been rejected. That's okay. That's part of the process. Let yourself feel down, but you also then can allow yourself to feel those feelings and then pick yourself back up again. As you learn to process these feelings, that sting will lessen. Focus on self-care. So prioritizing yourself, really prioritizing your social life outside of dating so that you're developing yourself. A, that makes you more attractive, but B, it's just healthy, right? Nurturing your relationships, your hobbies, your family time, taking some time to take care of yourself physically, go to the gym. These little things can go a long way. Also, reflect. So there's this balance. I said before, just because somebody rejects you doesn't mean that something's wrong with you. That is true, but it is important to try to reflect. Where are the lessons? Where are the positive lessons? Is there asking trusted friends, look at your dating profile, for example. Ask a trusted friend to take a look at it. Maybe there's something that's coming across in your profile that you are too close to it to see, right? Talk to your friends about tips for dates. I'm sure they have lots of them because everybody goes out on dates and everyone learns from terrible dates and great dates alike. So start to reflect, on maybe you're trying to, if you're dealing with a lot of rejection, are you trying to set up dinner dates right off the bat? That can be a lot of pressure, a lot of expectation on a partner to spend a lot of time on a potential partner to meet you, right? And in this day and age, people, for the most part, there's different ways of doing it. Some people want to talk for a really long time, get a super deep connection before they meet. There are people that want to do that. Then there are people that want to meet really quickly because they don't want to waste time, because sometimes you can connect with someone, you think you're connecting with them over text, and then you meet with them and you realize that that's not at all, the chemistry's all wrong or whatever. So, if you are not into deep conversation with somebody, I really suggest, for example, trying to meet up with hey, would you like to meet up for a drink? And keep it a short amount of time. I have a little bit of time, at 8 o'clock. I gotta leave at 8:30, or 8:45. But I would love to just meet up and say hi and see if we connect. Lower the stakes for people so that you're setting yourself up for less disappointment, less cost, and less pressure all around for both parties. Ask your friends for feedback on, what are you wearing? Topics of conversation. Do some reflecting. Are you talking about your exes during dates? Are you dressing up too much for a date or not enough? Are you showing up looking kind of like a slob? Or are you putting yourself down a lot or putting down your partner without realizing? Maybe you're making sarcastic jokes and it could come across like you're putting someone down. This is not a criticism of who you are as a person. These are skills. Dating is like networking. Networking, you could be an incredibly smart, kind, wonderful person And then you could show up at like a party or even a networking event and really have no confidence in yourself, and you're not sure how to present yourself, and you don't really know what you're doing, and you could come off weird or quiet or awkward or whatever. And that's not really you. It's just because you don't have that skill set to know how to like flourish in that room. And it is something you can learn. Same thing with dating. It's really no different. It's a skill set. At least that initial talking to new people skill set is very similar to the same thing if you were to go to a party or if you were to go to a work event or a conference. It's learning the skill of chatting with new people and presenting yourself well. You know, if you went to a networking event at work, you were to a big conference in a city, and you got to stand around with a drink and chit chat with people that you don't really know. You don't want to be overly sarcastic. You don't want to have your arms folded. You don't want to find yourself, dressed very inappropriately in one direction or another. And there's a lot of things that you can improve on. And this isn't a critique of who you are as a person. This is a skill set, right? It's just that when we apply that to dating, people get emotional. They're like afraid that, that they're being told that they're a terrible person, that they're worthless or whatever. And that's not at all what I'm saying. What I'm saying is meeting new people and kind of presenting yourself well and learning like to ask good questions. What kind of questions do you ask? This is the same skill set, whether you're on a date or whether you're at work, and both of them are really important to develop. And they're also constantly revolving, and also not everyone is a home run, right? I'm pretty good with, I don't get nervous in front of people. You could stand me up. I could stand up in front of 10,000 people and speak, and I would be fine with it. I'd be fine. I wouldn't really be that nervous. But I've gone to work events and stuff where I felt like off, where I felt awkward and a little weird. I'm like, I said something that was really weird. I made a joke that didn't go over well. Like it's an evolving skill set. Nobody's expecting perfection. You can't expect perfection for yourself, but you can learn. You can improve that, and you can apply that to your dating life, and you'll see things improve just by improving your networking skills. So I know it can be an exhausting experience dating. Look for feedback, be kind to yourself, and look for ways that you can improve your conversational and networking skills. They will apply to your professional life and to your dating life alike, and they can improve your outcomes and your second date outcomes and your confidence as well.